Are you nervous or afraid to network with people in the modeling industry? Or maybe just think it's hard? You may be comfortable with networking, but not sure how to make it a win for yourself. Over the next 3 days, I'm going to share with you some easy ways to build your own. Follow all the steps in each challenge and stay organized along the way. By the end of day 3, you will have gained some really cool, easy ways to network. And some of you will even start reaping the benefits of networking. Oh, yes, your benefits are the rewards. We'll talk about that in day 2 and 3. But first, model networking made easy, day 1. Let's start with the meaning of the word network. Network means to interact with other people, to exchange information, and develop contacts, especially to further one's career. Oh, that's juicy. Here's the juice. I can interact with someone, exchange information, then that person becomes a contact for me, and I become a contact for that person. And just by doing that, it can further my career or further their career. So, to be transparent, I can attend a fashion show and interact with a photographer, exchange information, and we become one contact for each other. And just by doing that, our careers can get further. So it's even better. You can go to a casting call and interact with the model next to you, exchange information, and y'all can become one contact for each other. And just by doing that, it can further your career. I can attend an event and interact with the keynote speaker afterwards, exchange information, and that person could become a contact for me, and I could become a contact for that person to further my career. See, I like to do bold stuff when I network. I'm going to say, if I interact with Tyra Banks, exchange information with her, become a contact for her, she becomes a contact for me, and just by doing that, it can further my career. Well, we know that, right? But see, the difference is the mentality. The mentality needs to shift. It doesn't matter if someone you know or someone you don't know, if it's a celebrity or if it's someone of influence. If you interact, exchange information, become a contact for one another, it can further your career, period. Yes, there's more work to be done to build relationships, but in some cases, one interaction can further your career. If you don't take anything else from these 3 days, take the mentality. Here is one step to making it easy. You can interact with someone you already know. You already have exchanged informations, and you have already became contacts for each other. So that's winning, right? But do we know if that person can help us further our career or we can help further theirs? And this is what's going to be part of your challenge today. We're going to find out. We need to really get into what networking is. And let's start with people that we already know, so this can be made easy for you guys. The first part of this challenge is creating 3 separate lists. You can write it down or you can type it up, whichever one is easiest for you. But here's what you're going to do. Take out your cell phone, which you're probably already on. Scroll down all of your contacts. On the first list, you're going to jot down everybody's name that's in the modeling and fashion industry of some sort. And beside their name, I want you to put down their affiliation to the industry. So for example, if you wrote down someone's name, you could put whether it's a photographer, a model, a coach, a producer. I want you to write down their affiliation to the actual industry. On your second list, you're going to jot down the people in your phone that knows that you're in the industry. They're not in the industry, but they know that you're in the industry. And then beside their name, I want you to say how you know them, whether it's school, work, same community, write it down. And then on the third list, I want you to jot down the people that don't know that you're a model. Beside their name, I want you to say whether you work with them or just how do you know them. And also write why you think they don't know. Why haven't you said anything? Count up the numbers on each list. And once you count up the numbers on each list, I want you to do a grand total of all three of them together. Now, this is not a competition with anyone else. This is just to see where you are and see how many contacts you have right now. Depending on how many contacts you may have, you might be finished in less than 30 minutes, which is great. But if it takes longer, it's fine. Part 2 of this challenge is reaching out to 5 to 10 people on at least 2 of your lists. Some names you'll know and you'll think, wow, I haven't talked to this person in years. And then some you'll say, I just talked to them the other day. But either way, I want you to reach out to 5 to 10 people. Do a simple check-in and see what they've been up to. Like, simple. Don't go into depth too much. Doing a simple check-in. I wanted to see how you were doing and what you've been up to. Based on their response, keep the conversation going, all about them. Find out if they're working on anything that you can help them with. If they never ask you how you're doing or what you've been up to, it's okay. If they do, you can go ahead and tell them that you want to get back in touch with people that you haven't talked to in a while, or stay connected because of blank, blank, blank. That's when you can fill it in. This is not a time to sell tickets for an event or have them vote for you. The sole purpose is to reconnect and establish them again as your connect. Okay? So make sure that that's what your purpose is, and not trying to promote to sell them something. If the conversation permits, of course, you can talk about how things are going for you right now, modeling wise, and share some of your excitement to move forward. Of course, post your totals. For example, if someone have 100 contacts in their phone, they're going to say 25 from list 1, which is the people that you know in the industry. 34 came from list 2, which are the people that aren't in the industry, but they know that you are. And then 41 came from the people that don't know you at all. And then give us that grand total of 100. Also, I want you to post the names of the 5 to 10 people that you reach out to. Tell us how you felt about the experience today. How did you feel about your challenge today? Do you feel like you created a buzz, or are you comfortable with networking again?